Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Siti Atika binti Abdul Rahim. My matric number is 313787. Today, I will present about the qualitative factor in the decision making. Qualitative factors are non-financial factors that cannot be measured directly in the monetary term, but they are important when the making business decision. Unlike quantitative factor which focus on the number and the cost, while qualitative factor focus on the aspects such as a customer satisfaction, employee morale, company reputation, ethnic, and the environmental impact. Now, I will explain some common types of a qualitative factor in the decision making. The first qualitative factor is the customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction refers to how a business decision affects the customer experience, perception, and the overall happiness with the company, product, or service. Factors such as a product quality, customer service, delivery efficiency, and after-sales support can all influence customer satisfaction. Although customer satisfaction cannot always be measured directly in the financial term, it plays a significant role in the success of a business. Satisfied customers are more likely to make a repeat purchase, recommend the company to others, and remain loyal to the brand. On the other hand, dissatisfied customers may switch to competitor and damage company reputation through the negative feedback. Therefore, organizations should carefully consider customer satisfaction when making business decisions because it contributes to long-term business growth and the sustainability. The second qualitative factor is the employee morale. Employee morale refers to the level of the motivation, confidence, and the job satisfaction among the employees within organization. Business decisions such as a change in the working condition, management practice, and employee benefit or workload can significantly affect employee morale. When employee morale is high, employees are generally more productive, committed, and willing to contribute to organization goals. They tend to have a better teamwork, lower absence, and higher job performance. In contrast, low employee morale can lead to reduced productivity. As a result, companies should consider the impact of the decision on the employee because a motivated workforce is an important asset for achieving long-term success. The third factor is the product quality. Product quality refers to how well a product meets a customer expectation. Even top quality cannot always be measured using a financial figure. It greatly affects a customer trust and the company reputation. A company that maintains high product quality can gain a competitive advantage and boost long-term customer relationship. In conclusion, qualitative factors play an important role in decision making because they affect many aspects of a business performance that cannot be measured using a financial data alone. Factors such as a customer satisfaction, employee morale, and a product quality can have a significant impact on the success and sustainability of an organization. For example, satisfied customers are more likely to remain loyal to a company. Motivated employees tend to be more productive and high-quality products that can help boost a positive brand reputation. Although these factors are difficult to quantify, they should be ignored when making business decisions. Therefore, organizations should consider both qualitative and quantitative factors to ensure that their decisions will be balanced, effective, and beneficial for the long-term growth and success. Thank you. Now, I would like to pass the presentation to member number 2. Thank you.
And now we're going to discuss about the factors affecting decision making. While financial numbers are incredibly important, business choices are never made in vacuum of data alone. I will be taking you through the critical non-financial factors that are heavily influence, shape, and sometimes entirely dictate these corporate choices. As you can see here, our core articles categorize this influence into three distinct buckets, which is social, humans, and organizational. Firstly, we'll look into the social category, which centers on trust and supply relationship. When an organization is deciding whether to outsource a function or keep it in-house, decision makers cannot just look at the spreadsheet. A lower price from a third-party vendor means absolutely nothing if there's no mutual trust. High trust relationships act as all into the gears of business. They reduce transaction rates, streamline communication, and ensure long-term stability. On the flip side, if you partner with a supplier you don't trust, you end up with spending a massive amounts of time and money managing frictions, auditing their work, and dealing with delays. Therefore, the strength of the relationship itself is a massive declining factor. Moving to our second factor, human category, which focuses on employee moral and system. Every major organizational shift, whether it's automatic a department, restructuring, or outsourcing, signal massive change to your workforce. And human nature naturally resists disruption, especially when it's threatens job security or alter daily workflows. If a leadership team pushes a decision forward without considering a human element, they risk tanking employee morale. Low morale directly triggers a drop in activity, psychological burnout, the high employee turnover. The hidden cost of replacing talented staff or dealing with an unmotivated workforce can easily wipe out any expected financial gains. Our third factor is falls under the organization category, brand image and strategic alignment. Every single decision a company makes acts as a reflection of its core identity. Business choices must align perfectly with the organization's visions and values. For instance, if a brand prices of sustainability or premium quality but decided to outsource production to cheap, ethically questionable factor just to save money, the damage to the brand image could be catastrophic. Losing customer loyalty and corporate reputation is incredibly difficult to recover from. Strategic alignment and brand integrity must be always served as the ultimate guardrails for decision making. To ground this concept in academic literature, we'll look at the supporting article by Mohammad Ismail, which specifically examines non-financial factors within traditional make or buy decision. Ismail argues that focusing fully on cost calculation is a dangerous trap. Instead, he highlights three massive variables that must be highlighted: quality, trade secrets, and process control. First, saving money by buying external is a failure if the quality drops. Second, outsourcing can expose your property, trade secrets, and intellectual property to competitors. And finally, keeping things in-house gives you total process costs, allowing you to provide quickly in volatile market. Ismail Wood provides that operational control and safety often offset short-term financial savings. To tie all these concepts together, let's look at how these qualitative factors actually constrain or weight the final choice in practical business setting. As you can see here by the process flow on this slide, decision making is three-step journey. We start with a financial model, where the management builds a basic baseline to check target validity and ensure the numbers make sense on paper. If it passed that test, it's moved to the qualitative filter. This is where we vet those financial plans against our three pillars: social, relationship, human moral, and organizational strategy. A plan might look higher profitable, but if failed here, it must be re-evaluated. Finally, we reach risk assessment. This is the ultimate definitive check whether the management ensure the final choice protects key process control, trade secrets, and long-term brand quality. These sequels ensure we are not just facing a short-term profit, but we are making a truly sustainable final choice.
Hello everyone, my name is Darundra Alaki Bhaskar and my metric number is 313937. Today, I will be presenting on how qualitative factors are used in decision making. Qualitative factors are non-financial aspects that help decision makers evaluate a company beyond its numerical performance. These factors provide valuable insights into company strengths, sustainability, and future prospects, allowing for more informed decisions. In this presentation, I will focus on four important qualitative factors: business model, competitive advantage, management, and corporate governance. I will explain how each of these factors contributes to decision-making process and why they are important when evaluating a company. One of the key factors is the business model, which explains how a company creates value and generates revenue. Decision makers assess whether the business model is sustainable, adaptable, and capable of long-term growth. A strong business model shows stable income sources and the ability to respond to market changes. Another factor is competitive advantage, which refers to a company's strengths over its competitors. This includes unique products, strong branding, customer loyalty, innovation, and market positioning. These strengths help a company maintain its market share and achieve future profitability. Even though these factors are not measurable in numbers, they are crucial in predicting long-term success. Management also are one of the qualitative factors that are used in decision making. Decision makers evaluate the quality, experience, and effectiveness of company's management team. Strong leadership plays a major role in guiding business strategy, improving employee performance, and ensuring smooth operations. Experienced managers are better at making decisions, solving problems, and leading the company towards long-term success and stability. Next, corporate governance. It refers to the system, rules, and practices used to control and direct a company. Decision makers assesses governance to ensure accountability, transparency, and ethical behavior within the organization. Good corporate governance helps prevent misconduct, reduce risk, and protects the interests of shareholders and also stakeholders.
Hello everyone, my name is Indra Anishalini binti Sahardin, and I will be talking about a real Malaysian company where qualitative factor has affected their decision. This case comes from Rahman's 2017 doctoral thesis, which studied supplier selection in 6 Malaysian manufacturing companies. I will focus on one company which he called Moltec. Moltec is a mid-sized plastic injection molding company in Selangor with about 80 employees. Their existing raw material suppliers suddenly raised the price by 25%, so they had to find a new supplier. 2 suppliers made the shortlist. Now let us compare them. Supplier A is local, only 30 kilometers away, but their price is 12% higher than what Moltec used to pay. Supplier B is from China with an 8% lower price, but they are overseas with 3 weeks of shipping time. Supplier A speaks Bahasa Malaysia and English, while Supplier B only speaks Mandarin. For emergency deliveries, Supplier A promised 3 to 5 working days. Supplier B required a minimum of 30 days. And most importantly, Moltec owner had worked with Supplier A's family for 8 years. Supplier B was a new partner. Now, if you only look at the financial numbers, you would pick Supplier B, cheaper price, volume discount, and longer credit terms. But Moltec managers considered several qualitative factors. First, reliability and communication. Supplier A replied emails within 2 hours in Bahasa Malaysia. Supplier B took 3 days and needed translation. Second, lead time flexibility. Moltec has many urgent orders, last-minute orders. Supplier A accepted this, while Supplier B refused. Third, trust and past help. During the 2022 movement control order, Supplier A went out their way to find alternatives to transport when the roads were closed. That built deep trust. Fourth, cultural fit. Supplier A understood local business practices, like providing free samples without formal contracts, while Supplier B insisted on long, rigid agreements. So, I think the lesson is very clear. If Moltec had relied only on financial analysis, they would have chosen the cheaper Chinese supplier. That would have led to delays, lost production, and likely unhappy customer. Ignoring qualitative factors creates hidden risks, so always list your qualitative criteria before you evaluate your options. So, what did Moltec decided? They chose supplier A, even though it cost 12% more. And here's the result. Within 6 months, Moltec avoided 2 major production stoppage because supplier A delivered emergency raw material within 3 days each time. The extra cost was fully recovered through uninterrupted production and on-time deliveries to their customer.
Although qualitative factors provide valuable insights in decision making, they also have several limitations. Since they are based on opinions, perceptions, and experience, they can be highly subjective and influenced by personal bias. This may lead to a different interpretations among decision makers. In addition, qualitative factors are too difficult to measure and incorporate accurately, make it challenging to assess their true impact. The information collected may also vary from one individual to another and may not fully represent all stakeholders. Therefore, relying on only one qualitative factor can result in inconsistent or less objective. In conclusion, qualitative factors plays a crucial role in the decision-making process because they focus on aspects that cannot be easily measured by numbers. Factors such as customer satisfaction, product quality, social dynamics, human experience, and organizational brand significantly influence the success and sustainability of a business. By considering these qualitative factors alongside quantitative data, organizations can make more balanced, effective, and strategic decisions that support long-term growth, strengthen stakeholder relationship, and enhance overall organizational performance.